Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Nurse Katherine here. In today's video, I will be discussing 5 topics that I think you need to know as a new nurse. I am so incredibly passionate about all 5 of these topics, and I'm passionate about wanting you to know about these topics as well. But before we get into this video, do not forget to hit the like button right now and give my channel a subscribe, please. But other than that, let's get into today's video. The list that I am about to give you is going in order from least important to most important. So make sure you stick around for number 5 because that is the most important thing that I think you should know. So let's start with number 1. Number 1 is bedside skills. In nursing school, you will not learn all the skills that you will need to be confident when performing these skills on your own, and that is okay. That is okay. In my case, I did not learn half the skills I needed in nursing school than what I needed in my first year of nursing. And that is okay. That's why it is so extremely important to find a good preceptor who will help you in those skills. And do not be scared to ask for help when performing a new skill that you have never performed yet. So remember to be patient with yourself in your first couple years of nursing because you will be learning a lot of new skills that you have never even seen before or maybe even heard of before. So let's move on to number 2, and that is patient prioritization and organization. Prioritizing and organizing your patient assignment will come with time. So again, be patient with yourself. There may be days when you have high acuity patients. There may be days when you have a lower acuity patient assignment. Or there might be days where you start off as low acuity and then you, in the snap of fingers, become a high acuity section. So be patient with yourself. This is a skill that is ever changing. You are constantly learning in this skill. I know when I was a new nurse, this was very hard for me to prioritize my assignments. But remember, go back to your basics. Go back to the ABCs, and that will help you prioritize your assignment. And of course, again, be patient with yourself because this comes with time. All right, we are just about halfway there. Number 3 is pathophysiology. You will learn about new diseases, new conditions every single day. Well, at least I know I do. So when you learn about something new, look it up. I cannot stress this enough. Look it up. This will help you understand your patient even better. This will help you understand why your patient may be acting the way they are, why your patient looks the way they look, why your patient is going through the disease process that they are going through. So when you have seen something new, look it up. This will help you on your next patient that may have this disease or condition as well. You may not always have the time at work to look something up, but remember it, write down the condition and look it up at home. Nursing is ever changing. We are learning something new every single day. So be flexible and look up more information to better help you take care of those future patients. All right, now it's time to get into the deep stuff. I know those first 3 were pretty basic, but let's get into the deeper stuff. So number 4 is trauma, death, suffering, and your emotions. You may see a lot of trauma. You may see a lot of death, even more so a lot of suffering, but you need to make sure you know what your emotions are. You may agree with some families and patients' decisions. You may disagree with some patients and families' decisions. Either way, be aware of your emotions. I became numb to death. 3 years into my nursing journey was the first time I actually sat with somebody while they died. I watched this patient take the last breath that they had here on earth. It was an incredibly special moment, and I praise the Lord that I even had that time with that patient, and I was even able to share the gospel with that patient before they died. But after that point, fast forward to 1 year, that's it, 1 year after that, I became numb to death. I watched a patient die again. I watched them take their last breath. I pumped on this patient's chest, performing CPR, and felt nothing. I remember praying during the moment of silence after we called the code and thinking to myself, let me pray for my coworkers who are crying right now and who are distraught over this right now. And there I am thinking to myself, I don't feel anything. I know the wages of sin is death, but I still feel nothing in this situation. That attitude just continued to snowball. It just kept going and going. In traumatic events, in death events, in suffering events, it was just snowballing. So I realized my emotions were absent and I knew I needed to make a change. So please be aware of your emotions. Be aware of your emotions in certain circumstances. Be aware of how you're speaking to patients, how you're acting towards patients, how you're acting towards their family members. This is crucial in not getting worn out and providing the best possible care you can provide your patients, and simply just being that nurse you originally wanted to be. You will see trauma, death, dying, suffering every single day practically in nursing. So make sure you are on top of this. Okay, and here we are to number 5, our last topic, the one I am the most passionate about of these 5 things that I think every new nurse should know, and that is understanding your finances. Now I know you may be thinking, okay, this is a nursing video. Why is she even talking about finances right now? Well, that's because I have seen new nurses crash and burn once they get that first paycheck. This moment in your life may be the first moment when you are getting paid this much money. This may be the biggest paycheck you have ever had. This may be the most amount of money that you have ever had in that bank account. And I have seen so many nurses just tear their futures apart. This is why I'm so passionate about this subject, because I do not want this for you. I do not want to see my subscribers, my viewers, any new nurse, any new grad, any nursing student to ruin their future because of these mistakes that a lot of new nurses are making with their finances. I came out of nursing school with what I thought was just about over $20,000 in student loans. I made my payments on these loans in those first 3 years of nursing. I just made the bare minimum payments. Well, fast forward to the end of that 3 years, and then I was now $30,000 in student loan debt. I went from $20,000 in debt to $30,000 in student loan debt in 3 years' time. I accrued just about $10,000 of interest on my student loans in 3 years, making the bare minimum payments. I see new nurses make the mistake of getting brand new cars right out of nursing school, getting top dollar apartments right out of nursing school, and just making incredibly poor financial decisions out of nursing school because of those paychecks that they are seeing. And of course, I know student loans are so incredibly hard to pay off. I understand that. I have paid mine off now, and I am just about 5 years out of school now. That 3-year period was just 2 years ago. And here I am 2 years after that point with no debt. I understand it is hard. It takes a lot of sacrifice. But why not live now within your means or below your means right now so you can live like no one else in the future? Thank you, Dave Ramsey. But now you're probably like, all right, Katherine, whatever. Like, I just want to go buy that new car because I've earned it. I deserve it, right? That's the mindset of so many new grads. Well, no, I'm sorry. That's not right. You need to be financially responsible. You need to pay those loans off. But I come here not just telling you this. I've come here to help you, of course. I have something that can help you do this. And I don't want this to sound like any kind of promotional video, but I have partnered with a company called Juno. And I don't know if you guys know me at all, but when I partner with a company, it's because I believe in them 100%. I have only partnered with 2 companies ever, Juno and my NCLEX Mastery. Those are my only 2 partnerships. And that is because I 100 wholeheartedly believe in these companies. Juno helps you understand your loans. They can help you refinance your loans if you have those incredibly high interest rates like I did. They help you look for scholarships if you want to go to grad school. They help you, if you're in nursing school right now, look for scholarships that you could use right now. They help you become financially literate. So of course, number 5, I said, understand your finances. And with understanding your finances, you need to become financially literate. And Juno can do just that for free, actually. All you have to do is put your email in on their website and they will help you so much. I mean, you can even go look on their website and get a ton of education and information without even putting an email in right now. I have found Juno incredibly helpful, especially coming from a family that is just engulfed in debt. That's what I grew up in. And I did not want to become like my family. I wanted to change my family tree. Thank you again, Dave Ramsey. That was a huge help as well. But Juno also is a huge help for those of you who are already in thousands and dollars of debt. But to recap, those are the top 5 things that I think you should know as a new nurse. If you have not already, give this video a big thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed to my channel. But other than that, that is it for today's video. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that notification bell when new videos are coming out, as I have new videos coming out every Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesdays being educational, Saturdays being more vlog style like this. Other than that, that is it. Have a great weekend, everyone, and I'll see you in Wednesday's educational video.